All right, good afternoon, School District of Indian River County. As you can tell from our tropical music that led into our Facebook Live session today, today is an opportunity to talk about our summer programming. We have coming to us live on a tropical island, our Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Meyer. But before we break to Mr. Meyer, just some quick information regarding surveys and feedback that we want to provide an opportunity for you to provide feedback to us. Tomorrow, you'll see through our social media, through our webpage, pushing out surveys regarding our instructional provision plan. Over the last several months, it has been 10 weeks in this environment. We have been very diligent to collect information from you, to listen to you, revise, and grow that platform over the course of 10 weeks. So as we were committed to ensuring that our students were continuously learning, we as adults were committed to continuously learning as well. So we want to capture some of your feedback regarding our implementation. We never want to go through another situation like COVID-19 again, but as educators, we are committed to our own learning. So this is an opportunity for you to provide feedback to us in all aspects of our instructional provision plan. We also want to provide you the opportunity to provide us with information regarding how we would look and how we would organize upon the return of school. And we know there's a lot of information that has not been posted or made available yet regarding CDC recommendations. But as a system, we need to be proactive and problem solve around multiple scenarios and fully vet each of those scenarios. So when a decision is made regarding CDC recommendations, we're not hurrying to respond or quickly putting together a plan. We fully thought out how we are going to implement a restricted CDC environment that aligns to those stated guidelines. As an example, how we would be having lunch if CDC recommendations were still stringent in the sense of the number of students that were allowed in a classroom. Would we have an A day, some students coming on a Monday and other students participating on an online platform on that Monday and then switching for that Tuesday? You know, how we would have assemblies. A number of opportunities for us to problem solve. So we're going to push out information providing certain scenarios. They are scenarios. They are our thoughts, and we want your feedback on those particular scenarios. We continue to work through a problem-solving team, a focus group that comes together 4 times now, I believe, where we look at certain issues. Some of the information that we're sharing today regarding our summer programming that we're very excited to release. There were opportunities to connect with this committee, teachers, principals, community members, really bouncing information back and forth to come up with what is the absolute best idea. In our conversation today, it was, hey, let's get information out to the community because ultimately, if we come back with restrictions or certain levels of confinements within the school day, it's going to have an impact on absolutely every single family. So we want to be proactive and hear that feedback now so we can provide ample time for you to plan as well as ample time for us to design a process, a structure for teaching and learning that is conducive for each and every single learner throughout our community. So now we are going to provide information regarding our summer programming. It is very exciting, and listening to Mr. Meyer and his team share this idea, you are going to see that we are providing a comprehensive opportunity for all learners in our community, differentiating the levels of support to meet the needs of all learners. So I am excited to allow him to share this information, to get in the weeds. So live from the beach, even though I hear it's raining outside, it is bright in here. So let me turn it over to Mr. Meyer, our Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction.
Thank you, Dr. Moore, also known around these parts as the Big Kahuna. And as they say, Dr. Moore, it's always sunshiny on the beach. As you guys can tell, we've been out there working hard. We've been getting this going for you. And what we like to name our summer programming for you here is illuminate 2020, right? Because you guys have just been out there burning it up. Your teachers have been out there shining their best light on all of you. This entire community has come together to support each other, and we're going to continue to do so. We know that nothing replaces that face-to-face learning. We know that our teachers are itching to get back face-to-face with our students, but we're in the times that we are, right? And so nothing is going to stand in our way. So proud of our teachers who have not just embraced the distance learning, but really have in some ways been national models of excellence. And so those are the teachers, those are the leaders that we've recruited to lead this, as Dr. Moore called it, a comprehensive system of summer learning supports for all of our learners. And so I'm going to step through some of those over the next couple of minutes. And so if I need to, maybe I'll put the hat back on, brush off some sweat, because we're out here, we're going to brighten your day. So, you know, first of all, it is in both enrichment and support, and we're going to give you guys a little bit of a break. We're going to not begin this until June the 15th, right? And so it's going to go for 5 weeks. We're going to support you all the way up until June 17th. At that time, give you another little break before we resume operations in August. Some of the options are going to be course recovery, and course recovery is, you know, that's going to continue for our secondary students. Those are our students, our 8th grade students, and our 12th grade students who really need to make up one of the courses they've already attempted. We're going to let them just roll right on through that, right? We've handed out the laptops. Students are doing such a good job utilizing the platforms that we have. We don't see a need for our course recovery students to take that break if they don't want to. If they want to just go ahead and knock it out, right? Because as soon as they finish their coursework, they are done. They can get out in the sun and they can enjoy the rest of their summer. So if you're in credit recovery, you guys are going to keep on rock and rolling. We're going to give you all the way up until July the 17th to get that done. You know, in some years in the past, in some districts, in this district, maybe we've ended that in June. Like I said, going to push it back out until July, give you as much time as possible to enable you to make up those credits so you can be promoted and graduate. So here's another comprehensive list of what we're doing, and really it depends on, you know, what age you are, you know, what are your individual student characteristics, right? So we've got opportunities for our elementary school students who may be a little below grade level, right? We've got an enrichment opportunity for you, an engaging remedial experience where you will be with a teacher in a sort of a smaller teacher-to-student ratio, where you will get more opportunities to connect individually with your teacher virtually, stepping that up through enrichment opportunities where, you know, it's not, you know, school every day. You're not having to, you know, turn in assignments day after day after day, but just fun stuff. Obviously, for our students with disabilities who have IEPs, those students, you know, we're going to continue to serve them throughout the summer during these times with extended school year options. Very reduced student-to-teacher ratio there. As I said earlier, we have just some superlative educators here. Totally impressed by our teachers' ability to deliver some of this in a distance learning fashion. Those are the teachers that we're selecting to serve during the summer, and they're excited about it. They don't want this to stop. You know, what I would commend Dr. Moore, the board, and really everyone around this district, the initiative and the courage that they took to distribute so many laptops. If you guys have an opportunity to read the situation across the state, across the country, many districts are not in this situation. In fact, few are, where we're able to have those laptops out there. Like I said earlier, we want to be with you. We want you back in the schools. We want to pick you up. We want to serve you. But this is a situation that we're going to be able to move forward with. So, you know, you may be asking, you know, how am I going to find out more information about this? Well, technically, you know, we had said that registration would open next week, but we've got some high flyers. I anticipate that we're going to see some principals reaching out to some students really by the end of this week, but definitely no later than next week, depending on, you know, which student category you're at, which school you're at. You're going to hear the options to register for these programs and how best to serve you. Not going to spoil all of the stuff for the enrichment, but some of that stuff is going to be pretty cool, right? There's going to be opportunities for project-based learning, opportunities to connect with your community and friends, competitions, little healthy competitions between the schools, maybe between some grade levels to see what sort of prizes we can award you with when we're able to get you back face-to-face in the fall. It's just going to be a fun time. And so I know that sometimes you think to yourself, oh, summer school, I don't want to go to summer school. It's not summer school, right? I mean, you guys are able to do this from the comfort of your own home, but who really wants to be alone all summer? I mean, sometimes I want some time to myself. I ain't lying. I want to go to the beach, learn a skimboard, right? But you're going to miss your friends, and this is going to be your opportunity to do that. So really what I would encourage everybody to find which avenue a part of this plan fits into what you need and get plugged into it. Also, VPK, right? You may not think about VPK as something that we can do virtually, but right now, as Dr. Moore said, we don't know what the guidelines are going to be. Right now, we want to make sure that all of our students have an opportunity, including our rising kindergartners who haven't had that opportunity to participate in VPK. So those students who haven't had an opportunity to do their VPK voucher, you will have an opportunity to do that virtually. If things change, right? If the CDC and the state of Florida amends the guidelines and we're able to get students in, we're going to make the changes as necessary. Everything about what we do here in the school district of Indian River moving forward is going to be about continuous improvement. It's going to be about analyzing what we're doing, how we can improve that collaboratively. And like I said, very excited about the number of opportunities we have to support each and every learner in this district with some very excited teachers, some very excited administrators. The more we talk about this, the more people call me and they say, I've got a great idea, I want to be a part of this. So don't miss out, right? And so contact the folks. Like I said, the school's going to be reaching out to you individually to make sure you register, that you know of the opportunities, and we're not going to forget about you through the summer. You may not register, we may call you anyway, right? Because we want you to stay connected and we want you to be a part of Illuminate 2020. Like I said, this future's so bright, I got to wear my shades.